So the kids are off to college, no more little kids running around. You now have entered your late 40s, 50s, and you are looking forward to some one-on-one with your husband, with your mate, with your significant other. It is a fantastic time of life. Sadly, it also comes with a whole bunch of other things that accompany this time in life. For example, a lot of women will complain that they have an increased amount of bladder infections during this time, urinary tract infections, vaginal dryness, pain during intercourse. And so now the intimacy you thought you were going to be able to have with your significant other more so now and calmly without any concerns now is not happening. So what can you do about that? And what can you do when people come to you and tell you that this is an issue for them? Well, first of all, let's understand why that happens. In our vagina, we have to have the correct pH setting because we want certain bacteria, 50 different kinds of them, to actually stay in that area. Yes, we want them to stay there. They are going to help us and protect us, actually. That's the way we've been designed. And 50 types of bacteria doesn't sound a lot when you compare it to over 400 that we have in our digestive system. So what alters the pH in our vagina to where we can't keep the bacteria we need in that area? What alters it? Let's talk about that, because those are things we're going to want to be aware of so that we can avoid them. Antibiotics. So if we are constantly on antibiotics for whatever reason, then we want to consider that we need to find an option for that. Oral contraceptives. So if we've been on them for years and because we're waiting for menopause to hit and lose the possibility of being pregnant, we're going to have to look at something else. Because if bladder infections are becoming an issue, and we are and have been for years, decades, on some type of oral contraceptive, this is going to affect us. So we need to find something different. It's time for him to take care of himself. So careful with birth control pills. Obviously, pregnancies will cause this. So if you've just gotten off of one, and you know, in your late 30s, and that's something you're battling, you had a lot of children, that's going to be a problem. But we're talking about 40s, 50s, so we're probably not looking at pregnancies as being a huge issue here. Impaired immune system. So if you've been the type of person who has always been getting sick for whatever reason, and therefore always been on antibiotics, one kind of follows the other, you want to work on your immune system to avoid this change in pH in an area that you need to have balanced. So we've mentioned, douching. So if you're constantly feeling the need to douche, that is going to be an issue also. As you go into menopause, a lot of the doctors, although they've come away from that now, but every once in a while they'll still recommend that you use hormone replacement therapy. So if you do that, that's going to be an issue as well. An increase in sugar. So if you like desserts, or you're always putting sugar in your coffee, or you're eating acidic things and having to put sugar on things, all that will disrupt this pH balance that you need in your vagina area. So keep those things in mind, because those are health style changes that we're going to have to do. It's not like there's just going to be something miraculous that we can take or pop or drink and everything is fine and dandy. And here I come, menopause. So think of those changes that need to be made. Now, as you do that, also keep in mind that there will be products that you can use that will actually help you to address this. And one of them is this product, Excel. It is actually a product that Soul has that will give us a couple of things that we need. Number one, it will help boost our immune system. There's products in there, a lot of antioxidants, very high in vitamin C, that will actually come in and help our immune system so that we can combat bladder infections. The macas are very important in this product. There's 3 different kinds of macas, and what macas do is they balance our hormones. Why is that important, having our hormones balanced? Well, because as we enter menopause, one of the things that happens is our ovaries stop producing estrogen. And actually estrogen, as long as we have a balance with estrogen and all the other hormones, that's one of the things that actually keeps us without losing the bacteria that we need in our vagina area. So very important that we have a good balance of hormones in our system. And Excel is actually going to help do that. Remember that Excel is from the Clarify category in Soul, which means it right away should remind you the category that it is a clearing category. It's going to help you clear anything that's congested in your body. So keep that in mind. Another product that's going to be very important is Probio IQ. And these are probiotics. The reason probiotics are important is because they're going to come in with good bacteria and actually ward off all the bacteria that shouldn't be there, keeping the good one, keeping the balance of bacteria that we need there. So that is something that you'll want to consider as you come into menopause. And don't wait until that happens. Actually start taking it like many of us, we take it preventively. Because your body goes through so much and it needs to be clean. The blood needs to be clean. Soul Vital is very important in this case. And Soul Vital is a product that is actually going to help you with keeping the blood clean, with giving you the vitamins and minerals in a plant-sourced form that are bioavailable to you. And it's also going to help you, your body respond more appropriate to stress, because those infections are very stressful on your body. And Soul Vital has 6 different adaptogens that will help you so your body doesn't react worse as it continues to face this infection. And lastly, I want to mention something that I think is awesome for this situation, Good Vibrations. This is a product that has soluble and insoluble fiber. And I've had another video where I really go into the details of it. But the soluble fiber, such as psyllium seeds, that's in this product, it also has insoluble, but the soluble actually feeds our probiotics. So it's like prebiotics. It's like something that comes in and feeds all the bacteria, the good bacteria that we need in the vaginal area. And then in appreciation for that, it stays there and does its job. So that's something else that we want to have in our system every time we think of this. So don't look at this time of your life as something that's frustrated. Understand that there will be changes that happen as you get older. And it should in no reason interfere with your desire to spend more time intimately with your partner. It should actually be still a very good time of your life. So think of these products that I've mentioned not just as something that, oh, I'll wait till I have those issues and then I'll get on it. Think of them as something you want to be on preventively so that they can protect you at all times. And whoever gave you this video can definitely help you to see how you can get started on your program.